Operation Sabrina Carpenter bangs. Mission fail. I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today I'm giving you some new products. We're making makeup. We're playing with makeup, and it's just what I like to do. So welcome. If you are an enthusiast, almost couldn't get that word out, like myself, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so. Thank you so much. I have been sent some PR. Actually, golly, I think this is mostly PR. I feel like it's my job to share with you products. I have zero, this isn't sponsored. There is, these products were gifted without condition. No one's paying me on the side to say something nice. You know, I will say this though. This is kind of my style, is if I like something, I'll share it. And if I don't like something, I just don't talk about it. It's very much that like old-fashioned, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And sometimes that even comes to products. Not that anything is bad. And I think I preface these videos often with that, and that is that sometimes something just doesn't work for me, but the product isn't bad. Let's talk about this new CC cream from IT Cosmetics. You guys love the CC cream from IT Cosmetics. Now personally, yes, they did send this to me. They sent me shade light. It's a smidge too dark, but that's okay. We're gonna wear it and pretend I'm wearing self-tanner. So this is their new natural matte formula. I haven't used an IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm gonna apply this while I talk, and I'm gonna show you. So this has SPF 40. It has a chemical filter component, and it is a tinted moisture slash SPF slash whatever you want it to be. Again, I do not rely on my makeup for my sun protection. I always apply an entire layer of sunscreen on my face, eyelids, etc., neck. But it is lovely having sun protection in makeup as an extra step for the wear and things that happen throughout the day, the touching, the sweating, yeah. So anyway, also their brush, I like to put it on like so. Okay, so what I was saying is my experience with IT Cosmetics was back in the before I did YouTube, and I would purchase it with the hope of it covering my redness, and it did. However, what I didn't know at the time is that because of the formulas that I was using then, they were highly, they just had a lot of like lavender oil. Jamie, is that her name? I think she sold the company since then, but there was a lot of lavender oil. There was some other ingredients in there, and those I didn't know at the time, but those were highly reactive to my skin. I cannot use anything with lavender. So I was like, oops, and I stopped using IT Cosmetics, especially for like, you know, the CC creams. The powders were still amazing. I love the powder. But as YouTube took off, and then of course either I'm buying makeup or I'm getting makeup sent to me, I just, you know, it gets to that point where you're like, oh yeah, I have to come back to this. I forgot about you. So I feel like this has been a nice reintroduction to the IT Cosmetics, and there is no fragrance in here. There's no lavender oil or any kind of other botanicals or oils that are sensitizing to my skin. It's a lot of just good old dimethicone slash glycerin, other sort of things that are emollient and skin protection and etc. And I love it. I really, really love it. Now, it's a matte formula, but it is not flat and it is not drying. So I'm actually not gonna powder so you can see what it looks like on my skin, and we'll just kind of play with it. It feels good. So a couple things to keep in mind. I think this does oxidize a little bit. because I'm shade light, which I think works for me. If I go any darker, I don't think it'll be a problem. And I think for winter, I would probably go like a half or a full shade down, lighter. I don't know why. I think of down as lighter, up as darker. So also, I feel like it's a little bit thicker. So if you're used to something like the Sneaky Tint or the CoverGirl, the Water Tint, those have Sneaky Balms, I'm sorry, from Salt New York, or like the CoverGirl Water Essence. That formula, those formulas are thinner. They do a little bit more trickery with their pigments and particles that sort of distract from the skin versus actual coverage. This particular product, I think, just has more coverage. I think this has a fuller coverage product. And I think you guys love that about it. So I think it's lovely. I really do. Alter Ego has yet another palette. It is the Mystique. Once again, I did not do my homework. I don't know what this is duping, but look at it. Wow. Are you going to any kind of pride celebrations? Are you attending any festivals or concerts? This could be your palette. I haven't looked to see what Natasha Denona or Huda have done recently and find out, and I can put it right here for you. How about that? How about I just do a little Google? I'm gonna put on a little bit of this just for fun. I'm using this. There are some mattes and there's the shimmers, and these are beautiful. These are pigmented so beautifully. And I think I'm going to put the orange on, you guys. This Feisty shade and Jungle shade are gorgeous. So we are just gonna prime the lid with a bit of Untamed. Ooh, and then I have some liners to share with you. Such fun stuff. Yeah. All right, we got some BK Beauty. We're gonna go in with Feisty. Look at that. I know, right? Who's using orange on their eyes? Well, this girl is. Because I just, you know, I like to. But it kind of goes with my shirt. I feel like I don't know, like I said, so if they're duping a palette, then maybe that palette, who's to say what it had originally? But when I get a bright, vibrant palette like this is, I feel like, for people who already have everyday palettes. You're not looking for something that's gonna have like your beige and your bisques and your taupes. But with that said, I still wish it had like just one little taupe shade or one little kind of champagne shade. I would love that. But it does have this one called Free, and I thought it looked a little bit more peridot kind of green, but it's pretty gold. So I'm gonna add that right here, and you can see it's gorgeous. So these pigments, textures, duochromes, whatever it is that they are considered to be, are phenomenal. Alter Ego always delivers, truly. Let's go into this Midnight shade. It is like dark, dark blue. Oh, gorgeous. It's kind of, ooh, it's actually not as dark as I thought. It's like, look at that. Look at that color. Okay, cool. Hang on. Let me look in Monsoon. Let me see what Monsoon looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. So that Monsoon is your purple, and then you've got your Midnight, and I'm mixing the two together. And I am gonna flick. You guys, I'm just flicking. I know, I'm crazy. Okay. I flicked too low. Gotta flick higher. There we go. I think what I might do, I think I'm gonna take one of the, I just realized what I'm gonna do. Bronzer. If you have a palette that doesn't have a sort of neutral mid-tone, pull out your bronzer and do that. And you will be like, oh, I get it. So WhatsUp Beauty has a new Egyptian collection. WhatsUp Beauty, indie brand. They have some amazing shadow palettes, and they have 3 new lipsticks. Wait till I show them. And then these 2 liquid liners. And I have not played with these yet. I'm a little afraid because liquid liner, it just scares me. First of all, let's talk about this packaging. That is gorgeous. And it is a twist off. It has a very sturdy, luxurious feel. What? Oh, it's a duo. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Do you see that shift? Oh my God. Oh my God. Folks, I don't know what to say. I gotta look and see what shade that is. And then this one is okay, this is black. Oh, but you know what? You can put black. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over that liner has such a shift. Okay, so these are liquid liners. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna flick, which is very scary for me. Oopsie-doo. See, I messed up. I messed up. It's okay. I got my little Neutrogena, little oopsie-doo pen. Neutrogena didn't call it that, but if they had called me and said, what should we call this, Rebecca? I would have been like, you better call that your oopsie-doo pen. Yeah, I know. All right. Okay, but the real, oh my word, and it sets. Go over the top. I mean, I cannot. That's amazing. Okay, that is incredible. I don't know if I'm doing those justice, but I'm gonna come back to their lipsticks in just a second. First, I wanna share with you this new Iris and Romeo mascara. Iris and Romeo, you can find them at Sephora. They sent me this. It is phenomenal. So let me share with you what makes it special. It is, the brush for one is very different. And I love to get this to kind of hook my lashes. I have such a funny style of applying mascara because I usually don't show you what I'm doing, but there's a lot of going on, you know. I'm like blinking, I'm combing, I like to put the brush upside down. And I feel like this brush kind of scoops the lashes. Of course, it has a very amazing formula that is good for even, I believe, growth, lash growth. It has been, for me, I've noticed that it's a very lifting formula. So I sort of do a first layer. And shout out to a lot of these indie brand mascaras lately. I've been sent some. I've done some sponsored posts on them. Yeah, and there's quite a few. So I know that I'm throwing them at ya. I'm lobbing some excellent mascara, but I can't be quiet about them. The container is fabulous. It's like a glass tube. It feels like you got a ton of product in there. And like I said, I kind of like to go through combing from the base using that angle. And quite honestly, I don't know what exactly they recommend. I'm such a Okay, I still can't get over that liner. How did I know that the new Alter Ego palette and then the new WhatsUp Beauty liners were gonna be so good together? I mean, come on, people. That's phenomenal. Okay, now I go for the blink. Ready? Here we go. Now, different makeup artists have different schools of thought. Some like to reach through here to pick up your little kind of baby hair lashes. And some people like to keep the wand like so. You know, I'm a little bit both. I like both methods because I don't have a lot of lash on my inner lash area or inner lid. So I do kind of like to catch those, but you have to be careful because sometimes you can really gum them up. Yeah, I know. And also this washes off beautifully. Talk about this powder from Swed Beauty, another indie brand. They sent this, it is their Miracle Powder Foundation, and it promises to be both luminous. It's got nice coverage. It's talc free. There's about 6 shades, I think. I've got shade light. I think this powder is beautiful. I think on its own, it's a bit too luminous for me because I'm putting on the amount of powder I apply in order to get the coverage I want, then creates such a luminosity that I'm a little uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? I am going to show you what it looks like just on one side of my face. You can put this on, I sort of do the thing where I love the sifter on it and I put it in the lid. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And it's definitely loving this It Cosmetics CC cream. I think that the beauty of this powder is as a finishing powder. Like if you wanted to add coverage with a powder over some kind of very sheer buildable skin tint, then this is the one. Yeah, it's really, see what I mean? I've used a Velvet Puff too, and it can really accentuate, or it can really concentrate the application if you wanted more radiance, but it does provide a lot of radiance, but I think it's beautiful. I just think that in order to get the coverage I want, I do put something beforehand. I'm gonna use this Simi Haze bronzer. All right, sorry, let's go back to those WhatsUp Beauty lipsticks from the Egyptian Queen collection. I want you to zoom in on the emboss. Do you see that? I am so, I just absolutely, and also the packaging, this blue, oh my God. I can't, I'm such a lucky girl. Okay, there's this one. Also, the formulas, or I should say the shades of these are, I'm like, oh, an Egyptian Queen collection. I pictured a lot of a, like, darker. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear these, but I think they're perfect. So let me show you what they look like all together. Here we are. Look at, this is very much a very, I'm gonna put this one on first because it looks kind of peachy. So this is Eye of Ra. think we all have this fascination with anything ancient Egypt. Okay, so describing the formula to you. It is like a satin matte. It's very velvet. It does not feel thick. It does not feel dry. It glides on. I feel like there's a hint of mint, just ever so slightly, but there's no like heavy fragrance or, you know, that scent or anything kind of vanilla like that. But it is it's a very sophisticated formula. It feels lightweight, but it really has a slip. Previous matte formulas were always very, like, they skipped, right? This doesn't do that. It's beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Yeah. I think what I'll do is just give a little Makeup Forever Endless Cacao over the top. Yeah. And then we get just that smidge. Oh, I love it so much. One last thing, and that is the new, and this one I bought, okay? I know, right? So this e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, I had to run and get. So it claims it's got the bi-phase formula. It is supposed to be very dewy, but with the grip formula of the e.l.f. family of grip primers, it is supposed to lock in your makeup. So I shake it up, right? And the thing that surprised me the most is how the mist comes out. It is a very controlled, very fine mist. You can barely feel it. Do you see that? It also has that like sustained press, so you're not just like pumping it out. Let me show you, because right now I am radiant, but it is so lightweight. There is no fragrance. It's just beautiful. It feels cool on the skin. There's nothing in here like alcohol or any kind of, you know, stuff that might upset your skin. So yeah, it's just, I was so excited. It really reminds me of the Milk Hydro Grip Dewy Spray. This is dewy. This is dewy. Fragrance free, but I think there is some alcohol in it. So it depends on if you're looking for something that's gonna lock in your makeup but give you that sheen. I cannot, you know, I have to say that for a drugstore brand nozzle, that is magic. Because some of the higher end setting sprays, the nozzles don't live up to like you spray it and a big chunk comes out. So I am absolutely just excited. I am just excited about these launches, this makeup. It really, you know, I've said it before, makeup is, we want it should be fun. It is just, it's whatever you want it to be. And so if wearing like a green shift liner makes you happy, or a gold shadow, I mean, you know, especially as we get into summer. And I think that, if I will just toot my own horn, having kind of this very attention-getting eye look, but with a muted sort of neutral lip, I think balances. Thank you, WhatsUp Beauty, for the gorgeous products. Thank you, Alter Ego, Swed, Iris and Romeo. I can't, I'm like, who else? I don't want to forget anybody. It Cosmetics. I will leave links if I have discount codes or affiliate links. Thank you so much for using them, shopping through them, because I will get a commission that helps support my channel and that helps support me as I pay for my children the young adults I have living still at my house. Yeah, so how about that? Yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.